I would like to ask everyone to join me in a moment of silence. At this time, it is 6:11, 12 weeks to the minute that the shooting began. I would like to ask everyone to join me in a moment of silence. At this time, it is 6:11, 12 weeks to the minute that the shooting began. All right, for the people who don't know, let me tell you something. First of all, I'm not feeling well. I'm coming down with a cold, but it's all right. Listen, so what I played you right there, the reason I played that is for the new people that I told you I have two predictions. That on June 11th, there's going to be a horrific event in the state of Washington. They're probably going to crack Washington State, a piece of it off, okay? And so that's June 11th, Washington State. Get out of Washington State before June 11th. Then on August 4th, Trump gets his head wound in Ohio, and he survives this deadly head wound, okay? So August 4th, Trump head wound, June 11th, the Washington State event, okay, which somehow connects to Elvis, which I've explained already. Because Elvis is the Antichrist, Trump is the Antichrist in the flesh. I mean, Elvis is the real Antichrist, Trump is the Antichrist in the flesh, okay? Because they're mocking God, because when Jesus was walking the earth, he was God in the flesh, but at the same time, the Father in heaven was God, okay? Is God, was God, same thing. And because the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit, these three are one God, okay? But now listen. So if you heard what Trump said, when he, that day, it was 84 days from the day he got his ear clipped, ear clipped. It was 84 days after that he went back to that same place where he got his ear clipped, and the time was 6:11 when he got his ear clipped. So both my predictions are in there. 84 days is 12 weeks. He said 12 weeks, and 6:11 is the time when it happened, when he got his ear clipped. And they had a moment of silence. They're telling you, they're ringing the bell. They're saying you, they're telling you, they're warning you. Okay? Anyway, so he mentions the 6:11 and the 84 because 12 weeks, he said, and 84 days is when it was 84 days after he got his ear clipped on that, when he did that moment of silence. Now, on New Year's Day yesterday, there's big news now because of what happened with that Tesla truck. You'll understand in a moment. But there was another story, obviously, with the New Orleans thing, but I'm not going to get into that. But that had connections too, because that happened in the 18th state. Elvis was born on 1/8, and there was a truck involved in that, and so you had twin trucks, the TT. Okay, and I'll get into that in a moment because the TT is the Antichrist. But and by the way, I've done many videos on the Antichrist and the double cross. Go watch those videos on that. And but right now, I want to talk to you about that Tesla truck connection. Okay, so first let's look. Let me see if I can find the story here, where I should begin with this. Give me a second here. So they're saying that this dude, okay, so they're saying that this guy was the guy who drove the Tesla, right? And they're saying he was 37 years old. I'll get into all the connections in a moment. I'm just giving you and his name was Matthew. All right. And I told you that it's a Tesla, and Tesla is the word Seattle. You just have to use the same letter twice. That's why that stupid Elon is part of this charade. So SEATL. and then use the T again, L, and use the E again. So you're using the E twice and the T twice, and you get the word Seattle, okay? And what else is important? Okay, so when did this Cybertruck explosion happen? It happened at 8:40 a.m., around 8:40 a.m. They're saying, you know, you'll see, according to what they say, it was. Hold on. Let me play this real quick. Yeah, supposedly both of the, you'll see in a moment how this all connects. So the Turo, Turo, Turo was the car rental company that they both of these people, the twin truck events, and it's a Turo truck, which is another TT. You'll see all the TTs in a minute, later on in the video. But remind me to mention Turo truck. I forgot to mention that as a TT also. But real quick, let me play this. That way you know what time it was when this happened. Give me a second. Man, it's hot. Man, I told you I'm not feeling well. So listen.
Pulling back onto Las Vegas Boulevard from the Sands.
So they're showing the Tesla truck.
Flamingo and Las Vegas Boulevard. We didn't have a video of the truck pulling back onto Las Vegas Boulevard from the Sands. See that there?
Listen to the time.
That's north on the boulevard from Sands at 8:39, where he then immediately heads to the Trump Hotel, pulls into the valet area, and as of course you all know, the explosion occurs within 17 seconds of his arrival at the valet.
Okay, did you hear what he said?
Investigative updates that
Pay attention. He said 8:39 he made that right turn. Then he went to the place. So it was 8:40. They're saying he got there. And then 17 seconds later, it exploded. Now think about how crazy this is, okay? If you know my videos, then you'll understand where I'm going with this. So, hold on. So it happened at 8:40. They're saying it happened at around 8:40. So there's your 8-4 with a crown, because I told you the O is a crown. And look, Trump was born on 6/14. Whatever this GMT time is. I forget what that means. Anyway, so it's 8:40. Oh, military time. What's wrong with me? It's military time. 1640. Anyway, Trump is born on 6/14. That's why I was saying that. So it's 8:40, right? And 17 seconds later. Okay, now let me just show you the TT connections. So remember, it was a Turo truck. Turo is the company. So Turo truck is one connection. Let me just show you this real quick. You know that the TT is the Antichrist. I've explained that before, right? And notice that the first hijacker, his name was on 9/11. The first hijacker, his name was Mohammed Atta, ATTA. And notice that 9/11 attacks has that same letters. Manhattan has those same letters. And then Seattle has also the TT, okay, which is the double cross, which is the Antichrist. And I told you the missing A, because this should have an A also. The Seattle would have that missing A that all those other ones have. The A is the Space Needle itself. It's the big A, the Space Needle in Seattle. And that's why it equals equals fallen angel, Space Needle. But anyway, so you have the TT and all of these connections, right? The double cross. And remember, it was a Turo truck, Twin Towers. You see what I'm saying? Trump Tower, that was where it happened. the Tesla truck, everything's a TT, you know. Matthew, the guy who did who supposedly had the Tesla truck, which is TT again, of course, I just said that. TT, his name, he had the TT in his name. Matthew, the guy who did it, right? And notice that Matthew, his last name, had the Elvis in it. Look at that, right there. 5 letters right there in succession right there. You know, because Elvis is an anagram for lives, Levi's, evils, whatever. Lives, lives, Black Lives Matter. You know. And, you know, this was the guy from the New Orleans thing. He was 42 years old. I'll get to that later. Oh, I guess I'll get to it now. I don't know why I'm showing this now. This was the New Orleans guy. And Elvis died at the age of 42. Washington's the 42nd state. Remember, it was a twin truck event. You know. Elvis died at the age of 42. Washington's the 42nd state. And that's what his name was. And the initials SDJ equals 33. Look at that. I'm not going to get into why they use that right now, but notice this. This was one of the victims in the car attack, the New Orleans one. Look at his face. It looks like a young version of this guy. That's the Tesla guy. Isn't that weird that they kind of look alike? Just like an older version of him. Do you guys see the resemblance or no? Anyway, let me get back to what I was showing. Hold on. I'm all over the place right now. Because, you know why? Because I'm not feeling well. So I'll get back to what the whole video is about in a minute. Hold on. Hold on, folks. Yeah, I know, but it's an older version of him. That's the only, you know. Anyway, so let me get back to what I was going to show. So before I get into the perfection of the details of it, let me just show you this real quick. So I didn't find this. Some other people were talking about it, you know, in the truth community, that Elon Musk had tweeted this image. Hold on. And, you know, Elvis is known as the king. Seattle's in King County, where Washington State is, you know what I mean, in Washington State. So Elon Musk he retweeted something from somebody named Tesla King. Look at that. And, you know, Elvis, he started working at Crown Electric on 420. Look at that. 42 with a crown. 42. Look at that. Tesla King 42. Are you serious? Look at that. Come on. It's ridiculous. So anyway, this guy had a car. He wrapped it with some kind of thing to where you can, without doing a paint job, you wrap it up, the car, and he did that. And Elon Musk, right before, like a day before, it says Cybertruck looks like the future. And then the next day or 2 days later, the Tesla blew up, you know. Anyway, so this happened in front of the Trump International Hotel, okay? But, you know, you could also say Trump Tower, you know. But anyway, it happened at, you know, because Elvis, when he first was doing it in Las Vegas, his stint, he did all his most of his concerts in Las Vegas. And he used to play at this international hotel. Why do you think they use international? And Trump uses international in his name. Look at this. Notice this thing is on 3 legs. 1, 2, and 3. It's on 3 legs, okay? And look at that. It's got the fake globe. Whatever. But look, you don't have a top. Who would build something like this? It doesn't have any top to it. But why do they use international? You know? But just real quick, before I show you why they use the international, notice that it looks like the Space Needle, because the Space Needle in Seattle has 3 legs. And I told you Space Needle equals fallen angel. See, this has 3 legs. This has 3 legs, but look, it has a crown on the top, the O. The O is like a crown. And look, this one doesn't have its crown, right? And, you know, Elvis, when he did his Honolulu from Hawaii concert in 1973, it was a satellite concert. Sounds like Seattle. Seattleites. Seattle people from Seattle, they call them Seattleites. He did a satellite concert. First solo satellite concert, I think, was Elvis. I'm not sure. But it was 1.5 billion people. Not a million, billion people saw this. Oh, almost 1.5 billion. Can you imagine how incredible that is? And where was it? Where did this take place? It was at the Honolulu International Center. You see that? It's international. And it's located at 777 Ward Avenue. It's got a new name now, but back then that's what it was called. And look at the name of it. I mean, look at what it looks like. Look at that. It looks like the top of the Space Needle. So, and it's called the International, right? And I told you that this one was missing. See, this International is missing the crown. See? And then he gets his crown right here. Look at that. You know, at 777, the jackpot number. When he did. Anyway, why did they use the word international? Because Trump hotels, a lot of them are called international. Why is it international? Because, see, the word international equals exactly the same as these words, Lord and Savior. So Lord and Savior equals the exact same as international. Okay? That's why they used international, Trump and Elvis. Okay? Now, hold on, folks. I'm all over the place right now. I told you I'm not feeling well. And but just real quick, let me show some stuff here. Give me a second. Hold on. All right. So give me a second here, folks. Whew, man, I told you, folks, I'm not feeling well because I'm coming down with a cold or something. I don't know what's going on. But anyway, so this guy. So now pay attention. So the Tesla truck guy, who his truck exploded, right? We find out today a new information. All right. God bless all of you in the chat. Appreciate everyone. Make sure you pray for me. Anyway, so we come to find out today, okay, besides the fact that he supposedly died in the explosion, okay, and the explosion happened at 8:40. That's 8-4 with a crown, okay, and it happened 17 seconds after he pulled in. And what is 17? Ohio. Ohio's the 17th state where I told you Trump's going to get his head wound on 8-4. And it happened on 8:40 at the time. 8:40 it happened. 8-4 with a crown. The O is a crown. So it's 8-4 with a crown, which is a head. The crown is a head or a face or an eye or a ring or whatever you want to say, you know, halo, you know, an egg. But really, it's a crown. It's a head. Okay? Yeah, there's many connections with the 17. Absolutely. And, but Ohio's the 17th state. Okay? Now, so it happened 17 seconds after the explosion, right? And at 8:40, the time. That's what they said, okay? And on many articles, it said 8:40. And so you have the 8-4 connection. You have the 17-second connection, which is the Ohio connection. Then what did they say today? They said this. But before I show you that, let's just hold on. Are you serious that I didn't? Hold on. Did I not have that in the article? Give me a second here. Did I not even get that part in the article? Hold on. Man, I can't even believe that. Anyway, Tesla truck head wound. Look at this. So the guy, they come to find out. Look what it says in the art. Look. Cybertruck driver had likely self-inflicted gunshot wound to the head. So supposedly he shot himself in the head right before or it was on a timer or something, or I don't know how it exploded, or he killed himself at the exact moment, when the the stupid explosion happened. So so now you have a head wound connection. Are you seeing what I'm telling you? So now you have a head wound connected. So you have a head wound, 8-4, a crown because it was 840. So it's 8-4 with a crown. 17 seconds is Ohio, right? and you have a head wound. And what else? Look at this. And if that's still not enough, look how crazy this is. What just happened? What the heck? Look at this. Now look at this. If that's not crazy enough, look at this. So this article, they're saying that this guy, this Matthew Livelsberger, who's got the Elvis in his name, the Tesla, look at this, has learned that Matthew Livelsberger, the two law enforcement officials have identified as the man who died in the explosion of Tesla Cybertruck packed with firework, mortars, and camp fuel canisters outside President-elect Trump's Vegas hotel, has connections to Northeast Ohio. So he's got connections to Ohio. What is this? One of the viewers actually brought this to my attention too. I don't know if I would have saw this. Records show that his mother currently resides there. And they're saying Livelsberger was born in Richland County, but grew up in Bucharest. Look, it's got the Buck connection, and that's in Ohio. So that Richland County was probably in Ohio too. I'm assuming. I don't know. Because did they say where he was born? I have no idea, but he's got Ohio connections, and he says he grew up in this area, which is in Ohio. What is this, But his current address is in Colorado Springs. Where's Colorado Springs? I don't even know where that is. Just because it says Colorado doesn't mean it's in Colorado. But where's Colorado Springs? Where's Colorado Springs? Yeah, of course they're going to say Colorado. I'm not stupid. But I'm saying, sometimes there's names of areas like Washington. There'll be a Washington, Ohio. You know what I mean? So is that what they're saying, that he lives in Colorado Springs? Who knows? I don't know. Hold on. Oh yeah, it does sound. Yeah, it is like Cyrus. That's a good one. because Trump is compared to Cyrus. Yeah. Yeah, that's right, Angelo. They had mentioned that he was ticketed in a car going speeding on during like around September 11th. Wait. Oh, it was 2011? I thought it was September 2001. Oh, okay. I thought it was 2001. Yeah, and the Ohio Buckeyes, yeah, and the Ohio Buckeyes won the Rose Bowl yesterday. You see what I mean? And Ohio wins the Rose Bowl. And I just told you about the Rose connection because everything's connected to the two predictions, right? Because Trump's born in the month of June, and June 11th is when the Washington State uh, catastrophic event happens on June 11th. But Trump's born 6/14, which is the flower of the month of June is the rose, And um, by the way, Colorado Springs is in El Paso County. It says, look at that, El Paso. You guys know what that's about. All right, but now let me hold on. Yeah, listen, folks, I am all over the place with this because you know why? I didn't put it in order of how I wanted to show the images and stuff like that. I told you I wasn't feeling well. I wasn't thinking straight. But here's another few connections. Let me show this real quick. Oh, so you know that Elvis, he starts with E-L, his name. Elon is E-L. This dude is 37 years old, which is the E-L. See, 7 and 3 looks like the letters E and L. E-L means God in Hebrew. Elvis, Elon, And I forgot what I was saying. Oh, and Ohio equals 47. Trump's going to be the 47. Elvis has been dead for 47 years now. And that Las Vegas is in Nevada. Nevada equals 47. Right? Yeah. And it's the 36 state, 666 connections. And like I said, he shot himself in the head wound. And they both had the Turo. So one of the viewers brought this to my attention. Turo is the car that they use, the Turo trucks, get it? TT again. The address was 116 New Montgomery in San Francisco, the headquarters. Look at that. You got the 611 backwards in the address, and it was suite number 700. You add that up, you get 816, which is Elvis' death date. You see that? I'm sure that's a coincidence. And the guy was born, this Matthew Livelsberger, he's born on 7/22/87. And 7/22 is the backwards date of 6/11. It's reverse date. And 5/29, which is JFK's birthday, the guy who got the head wound, its reverse date is August 4th, the day Trump gets his head wound. And August 4th on the Julian calendar is July 22nd. 6/11's Julian calendar date is 5/29. See, it's a perfect circle. 5/29's reverse date's August 4th. August 4th Julian date is 7/22. 7/22 reverse date is 6/11. 6/11's Julian calendar date is 5/29. You see what I'm saying? It's all, it all goes together perfectly in a perfect circle. But anyway, that's just another connection to the puzzle. Hold on. Yeah, Elvis Burger. Yeah, his name is Elvis Burger. Hold on. Am I related to Russell Crowe? No. But you know what? He was playing me in the movie Beautiful Mind. And I'm about ready to go nuts just like him. I'm gonna start drawing on my face. Like, how because my camera's showing everything backwards, so it'll be perfect. I'm gonna go look in the mirror and just draw on my face all my connections and just erase it like a chalkboard. I'm gonna be even crazier than Russell Crowe in a minute. Anyway. Anyway, folks, anyone got in late? So they said this Tesla truck. The new information on this, folks, is that the Tesla truck explosion guy, he supposedly, he supposedly shot himself in the head, right? Before he, I guess he must have simultaneously blew up the car at the same time. I don't see how that could be possible, that he could drive himself in there, shoot himself in the head, then it goes off. I don't know, maybe I don't know. Whatever he did somehow went off right at 17 seconds after he pulls in at 8:40. So the Tesla truck, the TT, with the Trump Tower connection, 8:40, 8:4 with a crown. I told you the head is a crown. 8:4, the date is when Trump gets his head wound. The head is the crown. 8:4. Trump head wound in Ohio, and Ohio is, where is it? I told you Ohio is the 17th state, and they said it was 17 seconds later after he pulled in at 8:40. So you have the 8:4 connection. He's going to get his head wound in Ohio. Ohio's the 17th state. Ohio equals 47. Trump is the next 47 president, and Elvis has been dead for 47 years. It was in Nevada. Nevada equals 47, right? Oh, and yesterday's date, January 1st, New Year's Day, it's one of only 3 dates on the calendar that equals 162. 162. It actually equals 162 forward and backward, January 1st. So when you write it out, January and then FIRST, you write it out, it equals 162. 162nd day of the year is June 11th. And there's only 2 other dates that do that, which is July 12th, and 7 times 12 equals 84, by the way, and September 3rd. Those are only 3 dates that equal 162. And, that's the day I revealed Elvis was the Antichrist, on September 3rd, 2019. But someone's asking me, you're asking me if I've been on somebody else's, I don't know who that is even, that you're asking. I don't know who that is. The person that you're putting in the chat. Anyway, so this whole, and Tesla is, like I said, Tesla is, let me go back and show this again. And I told you Tesla is the word Seattle. You just got to use the same letter twice, okay? That's it, You just use the T twice and the E twice. That's it. And that's why Elon. And I told you when 9/11 happened, look at who the person was. Hold on. See, first you have to see who the first attacker was. See where it says right there? Muhammad Atta is believed to have been the pilot of the first plane that crashed into the the towers. And look, his name was Muhammad Atta, ATTA. See, so the first one you put up there is ATTA. Then 9/11 attacks has the ATTA. Manhattan has the ATTA, and Seattle, it doesn't have the other A. And what is the other A? I told you what the other A is. Let's go back, way back, wherever the heck it is. See, the other A is this thing. And I know you can't see it with this image. Darn it! I got to get a better image of it. Let me see if I have a better image of this thing. It doesn't matter. The other A is the Space Needle itself. Okay, and um, and also, what plane was it that hit? You know, it was American Airlines, which is AA, and it hit the Twin Towers, which is the TT, right? So you see how it's all connected to the ATA, AA, TT, ATA. But anyway, the Space Needle is the A, and the word Space Needle, the words Space Needle equals exactly the words Fallen Angel. Fallen Angel equals Space Needle. I wonder why I don't have an image of this thing. Oh, here it is. Let me show you. See, it kind of looks like an A. You see how it kind of looks like an A right here? And remember, just to show you that that's 100% what they're doing with this. They had a picture from the Angels baseball team, okay, and they were calling him because he died. They were calling him a fallen angel. You see, and he was wearing the number 45. Trump is the number 45 president. Remember, and you see the Angels. They have this logo. Why do they have that logo? Because of this. See, the big A, they call it. You see how it looks like a big A? That's what I'm trying to show you here with this. The big A is this. That's what's missing in Seattle. So you have the double cross in all of these connections, you know, the Trump Tower, and they even had the TT on the doors. If you saw the video of the truck exploding, you can see on the doors it says TT on the doors of that when the Teslas explode, you know, Tesla truck, the TT. Oh yeah, by the way, I've mentioned this before. Yeah, and TNT sounds like dynamite. I've talked about that, but you know what's incredible is that the Twin Towers fell, right? And I was telling everyone about the Abba and the Ata. I have it here somewhere. I don't feel like looking for it, folks, but I have it. Okay, where it says Ata and Abba, which is kind of the same numbers. You know, if you saw it written, you know what I'm talking about. Hold on, let me see if I have it anywhere. But anyway, but what's crazy is what it means. Does the name Ata mean twin and father? Look at this. I don't know what language and I don't care. It's just what's the chances that it means that? That's all I'm saying. Ata means father or twin, see? And I told you the Twin Towers fell and Ata was the pilot, you know. It is Forerunner. And you know, my name means Forerunner, you know. But anyway, isn't that crazy? The Ata and Abba is father in the Bible. Abba is father. This is Ata, and it means father and twin, and the Twin Towers come down. I've shown all these connections, folks, years ago. You know. Hold on. No, I've already told you guys that this is. Listen to me. I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to be making a announcement, you know, very soon. I need to get my videos out first, and then I'm going to make an announcement, and then you'll get your answer. Someone's asking me. about this year, you'll get your answer. It's going to be definitive. You'll get your answer. But anyway, folks, it was 100% a ritual for Trump and for this 6/11 thing. And again, let me play again for the people who didn't understand the Butler, Pennsylvania thing. When Trump got his ear clipped at Butler, Pennsylvania, okay, I've already done videos on this, all right? All right. So you know that Trump's gonna get his head wound on August 4th, which is the 216th day of the year, right? And if you say the because Trump got his head wound in Butler, Pennsylvania. B is the second letter, P is the 16th letter. BP is 216, and if you say it backwards, the letters PB is 16 too. So you have August 4th is the 216th day of the year, and June 11th is the 162nd day of the year. So one is 16-2, the other one's 216, right? Anyway, BP is 216, Butler, Pennsylvania, where Trump got his ear clipped, right? And what did Trump do? He went back there 84 days later, which is the 12 weeks. 12 weeks later, right? And listen to what Trump says. I played it at the very beginning of this video. This is him going back to Butler, Pennsylvania 84 days later. Listen.
This time it is 6/11, 12 weeks to the minute that the shooting began. I would like to ask everyone to join me in a moment of silence.
So they send off 4 bells. But listen to what he says right here, see?
This time it is 6/11, 12 weeks to the minute that the shooting began.
12 weeks is 84 days. So he said 84 days is 12 weeks, and he says 6/11. So those are my two predictions. And I mean, think about how crazy that is. And he's talking about the moment he almost got a head wound, right? But that's not the head wound. That's just it's a precursor to what is really coming, Tell me. I don't know what you're trying to say. Tell me. I forget. Anyway, like I said, folks, there's so much to show. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That 7, and also the date 7/12. It happened on 7/13, but 7/12, the date 7/12, July 12th actually equals 162. That was one of the days. But yeah, it happened on 7/13. No, 6 months is not 84 days. What are you talking about? 12 weeks is 84 days. 7 times 12 is 84. He's going to get his head wound on 8/4. But he said 6/11 because the time was 6/11. When he got his ear clipped, the time on the clock was 6/11. That's why he's saying 6/11. Maybe I didn't make that clear to you guys. 6/11 is the time when it happened. That's why he's saying 6/11. It was 6. The time on the clock, he says 6/11, 12 weeks to the minute. Anyway, and Trump, he's born on 6/14. 6 times 14 equals 84. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. It's like I said, it's a perfect puzzle. Think about that. He's born on 6/14. And I'm telling everyone he's going to get his heaven on 8/4. I didn't know. Listen, when I first made these predictions, I had no clue any of these connections. None of them. I didn't even know the simplest one, which is 6 times 14 equaling 84. When I first made the predictions years ago, I didn't even know that. It wasn't until I started digging and digging and digging after I made the predictions, because I told you the predictions uh, uh, came from the Holy Spirit, not from me. That God showed me that. If you saw the video, how it all came to manifest, you'd understand. You have to see my testimony video. But everything else is just me digging and digging, and finding what I'm supposed to find, which is to calculate the number of the beast. Anyway, folks, this was I don't know what you're saying. You talking about 54 times 3? Is that what you're saying? Yeah. I've shown that before, yeah. But anyway, yeah, I'm not sure what you're saying. Now I forgot what I was going to say because I'm trying to read people's chats. Sometimes I get a little mixed up. I don't know what you guys are saying. Man, I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, well. Yeah, I don't even remember what I was going to say. But anyway, just in case people don't know, like I said, Elvis is the real Antichrist. Elvis is the real Antichrist, and Trump is the Antichrist in the flesh, okay? And they're copying God, because when God was walking the earth, Jesus was God in the flesh. God was still in heaven, the Father. See what I mean? That's what that's about. Elvis is playing the Father in heaven, not the God in heaven, because obviously Elvis is nobody. But Elvis is playing God in heaven. Trump is playing God on earth. It's complete mockery of God. The Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. These three are one. Okay, it's one God. All right, but somehow they manifest as three. I don't know, and it doesn't matter to me. I don't argue about it with people. You're not going to go to hell if you believe in one God, but if you deny Jesus as your Lord and Savior, you are going to be denied into heaven. So get ready. All right, get ready for your punishment. All right, it's not me telling you that. I'm telling you what the facts are. So to anybody who's going to sit there and believe in God but not believe in Jesus, you're making no sense. Why would you do that? Why would you risk everything? I mean, some people, they believe in Jesus, but they just don't believe that he's God. And I tell people all the time, I said, if God in heaven gives all glory to Jesus, why would you not give all glory to Jesus? Who are you to not give glory to who the Father gives glory to? So if the Father's giving glory to Jesus, what should you do? The Father's saying, hey, look at what I'm doing. I want you to do that. That's what you should be doing. Yeah, someone's asking if Elvis is alive. Well, he doesn't have to be alive to be the Antichrist. See, that's what Trump is here for. Trump is here to make sure that Elvis is worshipped, And that's why this Elon Musk, he's a big player in this, and of course Barack Obama's a player in this because he's born on August 4th, and he's, he was the president right before Trump. They perfectly do this they need all the pieces of the puzzle to fit together for it to be this perfect puzzle. But Elvis and Trump are at the top, okay? And the rest are just, what completes this pyramid of evil, Well, no, I did mention the Louisiana float with the alligator with the crown on it, yeah. And, and Elvis was at the Rose Parade, and so was the Wicked float, which had the Emerald City, which is Seattle. I mean, like I said, folks, these are not coincidences, And I'm going to be taking down like the Jimmy Carter video soon. I'll be taking that one down, and I'll probably redo this video too. It's all convoluted. I'm not sure, but just go ahead and thumb up this video. If I leave it up, I leave it up. Yeah, that's right. Somebody mentioned that Cybertruck, that Tesla truck looks like Back to the Future truck. I mean, the Back to the Future car, like a bigger version of it. It's like Back to the Future, the DeLorean on steroids. That's what the Tesla truck looks like. What? I didn't see that, Jenny. Where can I see that? You're saying in the movie Leave the World Behind, they zoom in on a Tesla and it's got 611 on the window? Yeah, I need to know where exactly in the movie that is. Where in that movie is that? You saw all the Elvises. What does that mean? Oh yeah, I've seen that part where they crash into each other, right? It was on one of the windows. But was it by itself, the number? It just said 6 and 11? Or was there other numbers with it? Well, someone's mentioning the driver of the New Orleans truck. He's got the sham in his name. Shem. I told you guys about looking for words like LIE or CON or SHAM. Get it? Like Natalie, or Conway, Conrad. You look for the CON or the LIE or Shamshun, whatever his name was, Sham, SHAM. You know what I'm saying? That's how they do these things, And yeah, he was 42. Elvis died at the age of 42. Washington's the 42nd state. His initials were SDJ, which is 33. So, uh, yeah, Denise. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, yeah. But obviously, you know what we think of it. I'm. I don't know, man. I don't know. You know. Did you see that the mother of one of the people? He just died yesterday. The mother's on TV. The mother and father. Not a single drop of anything came out of their eyes. Think about what I'm saying. Not a single drop of what comes out of your eye. You get what I'm saying? How is that possible? How is this possible? It's not even humanly. You wouldn't even be able to get up. You know? You wouldn't have the strength to even get up if that were to happen. I give up, man. There was Elvis's at the St. Jude's parade. Yeah, Elvis was into St. Jude, in the charity St. Jude or something like that. Someone's mentioning the number 69. The 6996 is the crown number. Anything that has to do with the O, because the 15th letter of the alphabet is the O. 6 plus 9 is 15. It's the yin yang, in the circle. Yeah, Jenny, exactly. That's what they should have put the name, yeah. I just told you what it is, the 69. Elvis was one hell of an artist. Yeah, he was a great entertainer, absolutely. The Rose Parade theme was electrification. Yeah, that makes sense because Elvis EL, electric. Yeah, lightning strikes everywhere, yeah. Yeah, I don't know, but Rose Bowl, I told you the Rose Bowl, Ohio won the Rose Bowl. So I'm not sure what. Yeah, I'll leave this up for a day or two because I don't like the way this video went. So to the people, go ahead and thumb up the video, even though it was all convoluted. You know, the main point of all of this was it was connected to Trump, and of course it connected to June 11th too, but not as much as it connected to Trump because it happened at Trump Tower. I mean the Trump Hotel, and it was on at the time was 8:40. 8-4 with a crown. Trump's going to get his head wound on 8-4. Happened 17 seconds after he drove up. 17, Ohio's the 17th state where Trump's going to get his head wound. So you had the 8-4 connection, the 17-second connection, which is the Ohio, and it happened the Trump thing. And the guy had a head wound. He supposedly offed himself first. So you can't make this stuff up. And I told you Trump's gonna get his head wound on 8-4. And he was 37, which is the EL connection, because 3 and 7 looks like the letters EL. Yeah, I don't know who that is. Yeah, you tell him to. If he wants me on his channel, tell him to come here, and I'll tell me a time to come on and call in, and I'll call in. Man, I don't know. All right, folks, any last words? Like I said, if you listen to the information, then you'll understand that it was, it's good info, but I was just all over the place. Because usually I do it on cards, everything. And that's why I didn't have it in perfect order, what I was going to say. That's why I'm all over the place, with the info. And to anyone wondering why I'm wearing a shirt like this shirt was given to me 10 years ago before I got saved, I'm saying. So I didn't even buy this shirt. I would never buy a shirt that says whiskey on it. But I hate whiskey anyway. But it's funny, it's got the key in it. W, his key. The W is the crown, the Washington. The O is a crown, the W is a crown. The 3, the W. Because the W looks like an E, the 3, and the E is the 5th letter. So that's why the 33 is so important, because 3 and 3 looks like EE, but it's also 5, and Satan equals 55. Okay? But that's not why they use the 33. The 33 is the mockery of God, because Jesus was crucified at the age of 33. And he rose from the dead at 33 after 3 days. The Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit is 3. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah. What do you mean you just shared it? Oh, you're talking about the... I didn't see it. I didn't see the post. Yeah, I missed it. Let me see. I'm not sure what it... Let's see what he wrote. What is this? Oh, the leave the world behind. Oh, okay. Oh, I see what you're saying. That's funny. For the leave the world behind, is that what you're saying? So you're saying that during the movie they focused in on that? But not on this. That's yours, right? See, and look, they have 550. 55 with the crown is Satan. Satan with a crown, 55. But 611. And 611 plus 55 is 666. For the people who don't know, I told you guys that my 2 predictions are 611 and 84, right? And give me a second here. I'm going to end the video with this. Yeah, that's what I'm going to, that's what I always show. So look at this. So I told you that Obama's born on August 4th, right? And and by the way, just because I know Joseph's in the chat, Joseph thinks that Obama's the Antichrist, okay? And so if you think that Obama's the Antichrist, you're going to watch him. But I'm not saying Obama's not a big player. He's a big player in this charade. But you know that I believe that they're all Antichrist. But Elvis is the top one, and then Trump is the image of the Antichrist. Okay, but so look how crazy this is, right? So Elvis Aaron Presley, because Obama's born on August 4th, the day Trump's gonna get his head wound, and August 4th is the 216th day of the year. Elvis Aaron Presley equals 216, right? So he's already got, and I told you that the 162nd day of the year is June 11th. 162 day of the year is June 11th. 216th day of the year is August 4th, right? Anyway, so and what's in between my two prediction dates? June 11th to August 4th is 55 days. And Satan equals 55. August 4th is the 216th day of the year. 6 times 6 times 6 equals 216. Elvis Aaron Presley equals 216. But look, between 611 and 84 is 55 days. Satan equals 55. So that means that what does Satan need? Satan equals 55. He needs, what does he need to get to 666? 611. See how perfect that is? 611 plus 55 is 666. And from 611 to August 4th is 55 days. So August 4th is the 666 connection. Do you understand? That's what that whole thing's about. 611 needs, so Satan needs the 611, you know what I mean? And that's why Trump has to get his head wound on August 4th, okay? He has to get his head wound on August 4th. All right. Oh, that was funny. He wrote James. Because when two people put the same thing at the same time, that's funny. And your last name is Jinx. Yeah, I'll leave it up for a day or so. I'm not sure. I don't like the way this video's. It did not go smoothly, this video. Because like I said, I wasn't feeling well, but But anyway, folks, like I said, I could go down a long rabbit trail with this, with all these connections. Just real quick, let me. Oh, and remember that guy had the Elvis in his name. I'm not making a dog sound. So what are you asking me? What are you asking me? I don't get it. What? Well, what do you, just put down what you're trying to say. Don't, what are you asking? All right, just real quick, let me, hold on. So my two predictions, I'm going to show this, I'm going to end it with this, because I'm going to take down that Carter video in a couple days. So I want to make sure that people know this part, just in case they don't see that one anymore. So, give me a second. So Elvis had an identical twin that died at birth. His name was Jesse. It was spelled like this too. Okay. So he had identical twin, Jesse, and they were both born on 1/8. 1818. You say the date backwards, like they say in the UK, it's 8181. Look at what happens when you add that up. It's 216 or 162. Okay, and that's August 4th and June 11th. See. And Jesse died at birth, supposedly his twin. But just ask yourself, what is the chance of that, right? And then, what's the chance that identical twins equals 162 forward, 216 backwards? And I could show you more on the other numbers. But June 11th is the 162nd day of the year. August 4th is the 216th day of the year. Identical twins. You see? Elvis was born on January 8th. If you put a crown, the letter O, on the words January 8th, it equals 162 forward, 216 backwards. So you're putting a crown on his birth date, you get the June 11th and August 4th. See? The first two presidents that were assassinated were 16th and the 20th. Look at that. It's the 2-16, 16-2 with a crown. 2-16, 16-2 with a crown. And who was the next one? 25. McKinley. And 2025. Get it? June 11th, 2025. 162nd day of the year, or 216th day of the year would be August 4th. You know what I mean? So the first two presidents were 16, 20, 2016. Where was Elvis born and died? 20th state and 16th state. See? 16, 20, 2016 again. And of course, what is 16 and 20 equals? 36. The numbers 1 through 36 equals 666. Right? And Elvis was born on the 8th day, so 1-8. 1-8 is like the number 18. 6 plus 6 plus 6 is 18. And Elvis Aaron Presley equals 216, which is 6 times 6 times 6 equals 216, which is August 4th. But anyway, 162 is June 11th, 216 is August 4th with a crown. Okay? And 16 plus 20 is 36. Elvis died on 8/16. Trump's going to die, but he's going to come back from the dead. They're going to say he's alive again on 8/4. So 8/16, he gets his head wound on 8/4, added up 16, 20, 2016. You see? And when was Trump elected? In 2016. Who was president? Obama. And Obama was born on 8/4. You see? And how old was Obama? 55. The day when Trump was elected, Obama was 55. When he became president, Obama was 55. Satan equals 55. Not because he had to have that number. Trump was 55 when 9/11 happened. See what I'm trying to explain to you? And I'll show you the Elvis 55 in a moment. But you have the 2016, 16, 20 again. And look, Trump was the 44, 45 president. 44th person, 45th president. Obama was the 44th president, right? 16, 20, 2016. 4 times 5, 4 times 4, right? It says 16, 20, 2016. And you know, MLK was killed on 4/4, but it landed on the 4/5 day because it was a leap year. From Elvis' birthday to 6/14 on a leap year is 1,620 days, which is Trump's birthday. So there's another 1620 connection. Elvis Aaron Presley equals 216. I showed you that. The only year in all of the 1900s when using prime numbers, 19, like if you used any other year, it wouldn't work. Only 19 and 35 adds up to 216. Elvis's birth year, 216. See? And when did Elvis die? August 16th, he died at the age of 42. 8/16 on the clock. Military time would be 2016 the next time it comes around. 2016, 16/2, see it? 8/16. And if you set it backwards, the date, like 1620, look, 1620 would be 420. 42 with a crown. Elvis died at the age of 42. You know, 1620, 2016 is, I told you 2016 is the date 8/16, you know, when he died at the age of 42. So again, everything is connected, like I said. And the 16th hour is 4 o'clock. The 20th hour is 8 o'clock. There's your 8/4 connection. And it's got the 2/16, 16/20. I mean 2/16, 16/2, which is June 11th and August 4th with a crown. See what I mean? Man, this is exhausting, dude. Man, it's exhausting, man. Anyway, let me just finish it with this. It's the last thing I'm going to show here. The connections with Elvis being 55. Hold on. Yeah, I'm just reading the chat. Huh. So the year, let me just show this real quick. So the year, you know, there was a Elvis halftime Super Bowl was in 1989, okay? And you know, Elvis is 89 right now, but he's going to be 90. That's what the key is 89 and 90. So in 89, the year 89, they had an Elvis halftime Super Bowl, okay? And what was the score of that Super Bowl? Look at the score. Look at that score. 16, 20, 2016. There's that numbers again. 216th day of the year, 162nd day of the year. Now, what's the chance that the Elvis Super Bowl was that? And they were giving out glasses to everyone who was watching it at home because it was 3D first time. Glasses equals Seattle. And look where they were playing. Cincinnati, which is in Ohio, where Trump's going to get his head wound, right? And the 49ers. 4 times 9 is 36. Look, 16 plus 20 is 36. It's a 666 connection. That's my birthday. 9/4, September 4th. But look, Elvis halftime Super Bowl. And the score is exactly, this is the only time ever that the score has been that way. Okay? And you know the 49ers now play at Levi's Stadium. Levi's is Elvis, right? Okay? And who was the winning quarterback of that 49ers? Was Joe Montana. Joe Montana is born on June 11th. The day I'm telling you Washington State gets struck. And who is when they win the Super Bowl, they get a trophy called the Vince Lombardi Trophy. Vince Lombardi was born on June 11th. Okay? Now, this is the last thing I think I'm going to show. When Elvis turned 55 years old, was in 1990, the very next year after the Elvis halftime Super Bowl. The very next year, Elvis turned 55 in 1990. Then the next, and look what Satan equals, 5510, right? The reduced number is 10, but it's 5510. That's what Satan equals. Elvis turned 55 in 90. And next year he turns 90. He turns 90 in 8 days, 7 days, 6 days, whatever the hell. He turns 90. Anyway, so he turned 55 in the year 90, and that year the Super Bowl score, for the first time ever, the Super Bowl score was 55-10, and Satan equals 55-10. Elvis turned 55 in the year 90 when the Super Bowl happened. So Elvis turned 55 that year when the score was 55-10, and Satan equals 55-10. Elvis became Satan that day, you see? I'm talking about by the numbers, you know. All right? And you just ask yourself, and it was the 49ers again, you know. I just want to make sure you guys are still with me here, because I don't see anyone commenting, so I don't know if something happened to the chat or what. Oh, you know what I forgot? Hey, to everybody in the chat, if I missed your comment, it's because I didn't hit all comments. No wonder I didn't see everybody's comments. Sorry about that. I didn't see everyone's comments. Sorry, folks. Anyway, anyway, so like I said, oops. Sorry about that. And remember, the year that Trump was elected president and became president, Obama was still 55 at that age. Okay? So when the Satan number hit Obama, Trump became president and was elected president. Okay? While Obama was still 55, both of those things happened in 2016, 2017, right? And when Trump was 55, you had 9/11 happen, okay? And it was connected to Elvis, you know, the Twin Towers falling, because it was all for Elvis. But anyway, everything connects to the 55, right? Because I told you, in between my two predictions is 55 days, And August 4th is the 216th day of the year. 6 times 6 times 6 equals 216. But anyway, in between my two predictions is 55 days. Satan equals 55, right? And what does Satan need to get to 666? He needs that 611. 611 plus 55 equals 666, okay? So what I'm trying to say is that the 611 needs that August 4th, because 55 plus 611 is August 4th. 611 to August 4th is 55 days, okay? You understand? So an Elvis Aaron Presley equals 216, right? And when did I reveal that Elvis was the Antichrist? On September 3rd, 2019. And on that very day, I turned 55 years old. The day I revealed Elvis was the Antichrist. All right, think about how ridiculous that is, man. The day I revealed Elvis was the Antichrist, I was 55 years old. You can't make that up. All right? If that doesn't tell you that it was meant to be, I can't help you. It's like illogical, man. And and I live in the 1818 area code. Glendale, California. The area code is 818. You have to dial 1, right? That's their birth dates. 1818. Both of them were born on. I live in the Glendale, California area code. The Jewel City. The Jewel City. Anyway. All right. I think I've had enough of this. All right, God bless all of you, and I'll see you guys. Well, Elvis is the Antichrist because he fits the out of all the people in the world, okay? The only one that comes close to being the Antichrist other than Elvis is Trump. And that's because Trump is the image of Elvis, okay? Hey, there's another guy named Joey. It's so funny. There's a Joseph and a Joey. Listen, Joey, I tried calling you. You don't answer your phone. Because I know you wanted to go to lunch again. And I said I would go, but you didn't answer your phone. So I'll try again another time. And you keep saying that you're blocked from the channel. You were never blocked, dude. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know, dude. Just, if you want, I'll call you right after this live stream in like 15 minutes. I'll talk to you. Anyway, yeah, no, your comments, I didn't block your comments. Somebody kept asking me to unblock you. I said I never blocked them. Anyway, folks, let me just tell you why Elvis is the Antichrist, okay? Just real quick. Like I said, the only person that comes close is Trump. And that's because Trump is the image of Elvis. And that's why Trump had to have all these other connections, And no, the 666 videos are under the video section of this channel. Under the video section is the 666 videos. But all the new people should all watch my live streams. Just work your way back, all right? But if you're really new and you want my testimony video, type into the YouTube search Jurassic Testimony, spelled with a J-E-W, Jurassic Testimony. In the beginning was the King Man's Son. And you'll get that video. Just type in Jurassic Testimony into the YouTube search. Anyway, And make sure you listen to the whole testimony. That way you'll understand how I came to this knowledge. But anyway, the reason that Elvis is the Antichrist over everybody, because he fits the perfect uh, uh, how Lucifer was in heaven. Okay, Lucifer was a musician in heaven. Elvis is a musician. How did we hear Elvis? Through the airwaves, you know, through the radio, through the records, you know, the needle, you know, the prince of the power of the air, you know, come on. Before Elvis, there was nothing. Everyone, ask him, do you remember anybody before Elvis? Come on. I'm talking about, you know, that's why he was the one that everybody wanted to be like, you know, when he died. That's why his name is Lives. Elvis lives, you know. Elvis is everywhere. Go read the lyrics to a song called Elvis is Everywhere by Mojo Nixon. And then you'll understand who Elvis is to these people. Elvis is in your genes, your DNA, right? Levi's. And Elvis equals water in gematria. Elvis equals reset. How did God reset the earth? With water. Everybody has water in them. Elvis equals water. Elvis is everywhere. Water's everywhere. It's complete mockery. Elvis was known as the king. He died on the throne, the toilet. They love to mock God. Elvis died on the toilet. He was known as the king. Watch. What book was Elvis reading when he died on the toilet? Look, he was reading a book called The Scientific Search for the Face of Jesus. I knew that. I was waiting for the stupid Google to say it, but she didn't talk, the creature. So Elvis was reading a book called The Scientific Search for the Face of Jesus while he's on the throne, the toilet, and he's known as the king. And who's the king? Jesus is. He is the king. There's only one king, and Jesus is the king. But you get what I'm saying? It's complete mockery. And you know, Seattle is the anagram EL state. L state. EL means God. And Seattle's in King County. Elvis was known as the king. Martin Luther King was killed in Memphis, Tennessee. Now Martin Luther King, that's where Elvis lived and died, in Memphis, Tennessee. Martin Luther King was killed in Memphis, Tennessee. And Martin Luther King is named after that King County in where Seattle is. See, I believe that Seattle is going to be ground zero, but there's going to be collateral damage. They're going to crack Elvis's head. I told you. You know. Let me just real quick go to that picture. So here is the King County area where Seattle is. Look, right up here. Hold on. This is Seattle right here. And this is King County area over there. Now look at what you see there. See? That's Elvis's head. You see how his hair is way up here? Way up there, his hair. That's just like, see his head? That's Elvis's head right there. And that's the furthest west in Washington. They're going to destroy this right here. They're going to chop his head off. Okay? And they were calling it, that area, they were calling it, oh, sorry about that. They were calling it the chop zone, you know, that area. During the pandemic, they were calling this the chop zone. You know, and chop equals 42. Elvis died at 42. Washington's the 42nd state. See what I mean? All right, folks, I'm done. I talk way too much. All right, any last comments or questions before I delete the video? I mean, before I end the video. I'll leave it up for a day or so. I'm not sure if I'm going to leave it up all forever or not. We'll see. Like I said, it's really convoluted, this video. No, I'm not coming back on tonight. This is my last video today. I'm not doing another one. Unless something comes up on the news. No. I'm going to give my throat a rest. All right, folks. I'll see you guys. God bless all of you. God bless all of you. Anyway, last minute. All right, 30 seconds. Yes, Happy New Year to everybody, and just get your house in order, folks. But live your life happy. No matter what's coming, be happy. Yeah, I'm seeing your message. What are you saying? About the Colorado Springs? I saw that. Is that what you wanted me to say? Yeah, I know. Yeah, I saw that earlier, yeah. Because that's where he lives, right, the guy? Supposedly. That's what I'm saying. I don't know where he lives. That guy, the Tesla guy. I don't know where he lives, but they say he had a house there or something. I don't know, but he also had a house in Ohio, right? Yeah. Anyway, God bless all of you. Anyway, like I said, I'm not sure if I'm going to leave this video up for very long. Or maybe I'll redo it if I have time. But right now, I think tonight I'm going to try to work on a different video, one of my reset videos. I need to get that going. So let's see if I get to that. Or if I'm going to be lazy. Oh, on I-85 in South Carolina, there's currently a bomb threat. They shut down I-85, huh? Oh, wow. I'll stay away from that place. But, most likely it's not even... It's probably nothing, if you know what I mean. Anyway, folks. All right. Last 30 seconds. I said that about 2 minutes ago. What the heck? All right. 10 seconds. Oh, it involves a truck, huh? No. No, that wasn't what you wrote there. That's not what it was. Anyway. All right. End the video. Jesus is God.